Welcome back to lesson 4 of the comprehensive web design course with Bolaji James. In this lesson, we're just going to be installing WordPress on our domain that we bought and on our hosting package. So this lesson is short but very important. Please pay close attention to the steps and the procedure and do not skip any step. Else, if you are asking a question in the group after the course and I discover that it's something we have explained here, I might not answer you. So please pay attention and follow closely. All right, so let me refresh this. All right, so now we've done our email, we've done our forwarder and all of that. So let's move down from here and we'll be going to this area here that is under software. We can use this, and if you go to Software Plus here, scripts, Software Plus app installer, you can still use WordPress. So the only difference is that here you just install, but here you are able to manage. If you already have other ones before, you can see all of them and log in from there. So let's just click here. We want to install WordPress, which is the content management system we'll be using to create our website. We want to install it on the domain that we have just created, because right now, if we visit this domain, now, https wordpress tutorial.com.ng, if we hit enter right now, so this is what we have. This is what we are going to see, because there's nothing in that domain. So we want to install a website, the content management system on it, and then we can start building our website. So if we go back to this place, we click on install a fresh copy of WordPress, as you can see. So we click on this, and the installation interface would load up. Okay, so this is it. If you have more than one domain, you will see it here. So you can see here. So now this is protocol. It says choose URL, the protocol. This is the protocol. Now we have HTTP, HTTP, HTTPS, and this. So you either choose either of these two, please. Don't choose any of these two, else your site will not be secured, please. So we make do with this one. We choose this, and take very important notice. This place, erase it. I've seen people who watch my YouTube video and they come to my inbox and ask me, I followed your video, and I said you didn't follow very well. And what happens is that if you don't remove this, your website will be installed on https://wordpresstutorial.com.ng/wp. So if anybody wants to see your website, they will have to type this, then /wp before they can see what you have done. So please make sure you erase this. I've just told you. So if you see it now, look at it. Can you see WP? Can you see it here? This is your installation. So make sure you remove this, please. Okay. Also, I will leave another video for those who may say they do not have money, but they want to practice, they want to get used to it before they actually go online and buy hosting and domain. Although it's not really advisable because it's double work. That's number one. Number two is that most of the software, some of the theme and plugin we will be using, you'll not be able to use them because you find some of them in the repository. You have to download them, bring it back, install, and then maybe you need to do some settings that you need to be online. So it's actually crazy, but nevertheless, depending on your pocket, I will still make a video on that and drop it. That is how to install WordPress on your local server. That you'll be practicing on local server. You will not buy this domain and hosting that we have just done. Okay. All right. So here we give our site a name. We give our site a name. So having done this, give our site a name. So we can say WordPress tutorial. So we can say here, we can say learn WordPress for free. So can put something like this. That is, this is the description. What is this site doing? What happens on this site? So you just give a short description of your business, for instance. So since you are a business person, you enter your business name here. Make sure it's not too long. If there's need for you to carve it out, make it, reduce it from the normal size. So you may just have to coin the name of your business in such a way that it's easy to remember. So we have this, and we have this. Then the username here, please, I want to repeat again, don't use admin, please. Attackers know that admin is the default username, and they are always, that's the first thing they will try when they are trying to hack into your website. So please never use admin. I'll talk more about that when we get to WordPress security. Don't use admin. So here I can say I can decide to use Bolaji James with like this. Then password, I'm going to hide it. You can see pass 18%, which is not good. I've told you earlier, always use a very strong password. So I can say so I can have something like this. Okay, so I think this is okay, 70%. Then here we this is why we had to create our email earlier. You can say automatically is bringing admin at wordpresstutorial.com.ng. So we can now change this if you want to use admin. So it means in that place you create admin instead of support. So in my case now, I'll just put support. So that email that I created is what I'm now bringing, and that was why we had to create it first. So if you skip that video, then you know that you need to go back. Just drop this now and go back. Okay, so once you have done this, there is nothing more to do. Forget about all these things. Most of them are useless. Then scroll down and just click on install, and then you can see it installing. So I can save here. So it's installing. Normally it should take less than a minute, except your internet connection is very slow. So this should take you less than a minute. Okay, so let me reduce the tabs here. Okay, it's successful. I'm coming back to that. Let me reduce the tabs here. Let's close this. We are not using this except we have any issue that we need to go back to our hosting panel. So we come back and close this, and let me leave my Gmail because we may have anything to check in my email. There may be a new message or something. So if we click on this, so now you can see this is HTTPS that we have this. If I come back here and refresh this, can you see that now? So we have our WordPress tutorial, which is the name of the website, and then we have just this and this, and that's all. So but at least we now have a live website. We have a website that is live. So this area here is referred to as the front end. The front end, that is the website address. This is what the world will be seeing. Everyone that clicks on your domain name or the URL will see this, and whenever you make changes, it reflects here. Now, where will you be doing the changes? You know, some of you, when I close the admin panel of InterServer, you say, no. So you will not be coming here again now. That cpanel, you go there whenever you need to do some things there. So this is now the new workshop. Let's say that we can now compare the cpanel to the store of the office, whereas this place is the main workshop where the real actual work is done. So we have this here, which is the administrative URL. If you click on it, that is where you will now be doing your designing. So this is your dashboard. This is your dashboard, and it says welcome to WordPress. Learn more about the 6.22 version. So this is your WordPress dashboard, and that is what we'll be discussing in the next lesson, which is lesson 5. See you in that lesson. Bye for now.